Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a brand new video. Much love to all you guys, man, who's been showing love to the past couple videos, liking the videos, watching the videos, dropping comments, all of that kind of good stuff. I appreciate all you guys, man. If you guys are new, make sure you guys subscribe, turn on your post notifications. As the video goes live, the more people who watch it and click the notification, you guys know that helps the algorithm and it helps the video get pushed and the channel pushed to people who have never seen it before. I know I don't ask you guys for like too many likes or talk about the notifications like that too much, but if you guys want to show love and watch the channel grow, turn on your notifications, click it when it comes up, and that will help the video get promoted, you know, during the first 24 hours that it's live. So before we get started, make sure you guys check me out on Instagram. The picture game is about to change completely. I know I've been saying that for the past couple days, but they are coming. I've been shooting pictures like crazy. Leroy Destroy on the gram. Make sure you guys check it out. So today's video is going to be something a little bit different and something I have never done before, and that is a story time video. So a couple videos ago, you know, when we were doing that little motivational talk, you know, trying to tell you guys kind of where I came from, where I've been, and how I got to where I'm at today, I mentioned maybe doing some story times, and I got some good feedback on those comments. And anyway, when I'm chilling with the homies chopping it up, they always tell me, yo Kelly, you should tell this story on YouTube. You should sit down and tell this to the camera. People would die, people would laugh, people would get inspiration, so on and so forth. So I'm going outside of my comfort zone. I'm extremely nervous to do this video, but excited at the same time. So let's get into today's video, my first story time ever. Please understand that this story and stories to come are based on true events that have happened in my personal life, but that does not mean that I condone, accept, or approve of any behavior that is exhibited or talked about in these videos or any upcoming videos. If anything, I want these to be learning lessons for the younger kids that are watching these videos and younger adults who are going through or have gone through the same thing. Again, I do not condone, accept, or encourage any behavior that is being talked about or will be talked about or has been talked about in any of these videos. Let's get it cracking. I got my cigarettes, I got my coffee, I'm in the garage, you sickos. I don't smoke in my house. I'm sick, but I'm not that sick. Alright guys, so the first story that we're going to talk about is around 10 years ago in the year of 2008. 2009, I was in 10th grade, so yeah, about 10 years ago. At that time, I was on felony probation as a minor. The worst thing about being on probation as a minor was my curfew time. It was 8 p.m. every single day, Monday through Sunday. Even on the weekends, I could not go out, I could not party. I had to be inside my house at 8 p.m. If I was driving around with the homies, getting food, doing whatever, and it was 8:30 and I got pulled over by a cop, they ran my name, I'm on felony probation as a minor, my curfew's 8 o'clock, I automatically violate probation and go back to juvenile hall. That's aside from the story, but that was definitely the worst part about being on probation as a minor. So, being on probation, a minor or adult, you guys know, at least once a month, twice a month, once every 2 months, you have to meet with your probation officer, talk face to face, see what's up. Most of the time you have to take a drug test, just check in, so on and so forth. As I was on probation, I had a test coming up, I had a meeting coming up with my probation officer that I was going to get drug tested and basically see where we were at. Obviously on probation, they're trying to get you to do the right thing. They don't want you smoking, they don't want you drinking, they don't want you doing narcotics, but being the knucklehead that I was back in those times, I was not drinking, I was not smoking, I was not doing narcotics. I was basically doing everything that they told me not to do, which is why I ended up in juvenile hall multiple times, and growing into an adult, why I ended up in jail and prison multiple times. So let's say it was a Thursday, I had a drug test and a meeting with my probation officer after school. So during school, I was trying to find a couple homies who I could borrow their piss, who I knew was clean, so I could pass the drug test. You know, kids who aren't really used to that that lifestyle or into those kind of things, they kind of get sketched out when I would ask them to use their piss. I remember a couple homies were like, oh dude, I don't know, like I don't know, I don't think I can do it, like what if my mom finds out, or what if they test the piss and they find out it's mine? I'm like, dude, they're not gonna DNA test the piss, dude. They're not gonna find out it's Michael Jacobs' piss from Chino Hills, California. All they want to know is if the piss is clean or dirty. Long story short, 4 or 5 homies did not want to give me their pee, but I did find one homie. Shout out to my homie Braden Crockett, homie. I know we haven't spoken in a while. I don't know if you even watch these videos, but shout out to my homie Braden. So I told him the circumstances, you know, that I could not piss clean, but I did need some clean piss, and he agreed to help your boy out. This was around lunchtime. I was talking to him. My test was right after school, so I asked him if, you know, 5-10 minutes before the bell rang and before school got out, if he could meet me in the bathroom, piss in a bottle, and give it to me. He agreed to the terms. 10 minutes before school got out, I was in the bathroom. The homie showed up. I gave him $5. He pissed in a water bottle. We both left extremely happy. He got $5. I got my fresh, clean piss, and I was on with my day. So I walked out of the gates. There was my dad's truck. He was waiting for me. I put the piss right in my loop of my pants right here, you know, between my boxers, between my skin and my pant, and I got in the car. So it was a water bottle, being that they're very creakly, you know, you can press the water bottle, it goes. You guys know the vibes. You guys want me to run back that sound effect? Anyway, dude, I had to sit so weird in my dad's car for him to not know that I had a water bottle in my pants. I was sitting with an arched back with my legs crossed. My dad asked me 6 times, Kelly, why are you sitting like that? Why is your back arched? Why are you sitting so straight? I told him I had the worst stomach ache ever, and when I bent over, I had bad cramps. Dude was looking at me all weird and all sus, but nonetheless, he didn't say anything, and we made it to the probation office. So we pulled up, we went up the elevator, I walked upstairs, signed in, and again, I was sitting in the probation office waiting area, waiting for my probation officer with an arched back, with a cross-legged, and I was for sure the weirdest looking motherfucker in that place. People probably thought I had spinology, or what do you call that thing? Hunchback of Notre Dame, but the opposite. Scoliosis, I don't know. Whatever it was, I was sitting all weird, making sure that this water bottle was not gonna creak in my pants. So about 10 minutes after sitting, my probation officer opens the door and says, Kelly, it's time for you to come in. Let's have our meeting. I walk back there, I sit in the seat. She starts asking me questions. Have you been in any police contact? Have you been in any trouble? Done any drugs? No, ma'am, no, ma'am, no, ma'am. Lie, lie, lie. Until it got to the point where she said, okay, Kelly, I need you to drug test. She called in a male officer, and he walked me into the bathroom where they drug test you. Now, I don't know if any of you guys have been drug tested at probation, but basically this is how it goes. You stand up straight, you pull up your shirt, and you pull down your pants, fully exposed, so they can see from your nipple area down to your thigh, just so they can make sure that nothing is taped to your body, nothing is taped to your leg, and that's where my troubles began. So as I was walking to the bathroom, I slid the water bottle out from my pants line into like my thigh area. So the bottle was like free chilling in my thigh area right here. As he told me to pull down my pants, the water bottle went with it. Freestanding water bottle, like not secured to anything. I pulled up my shirt, quick glance, he told me I was good. Probation officer turned around while I pulled up my pants and pulled down my shirt. Now I left the water bottle kind of free, like right in my pants right here. So when I pulled them down again to piss, it would kind of just be chilling right there. Now the officer just stands 10 or 15 feet back. You know, he doesn't stand over your back and look at your while you're pissing, which in that case kind of saved my Anyway, he gave me the cup. I stood in the urinal. I pulled down my pants and I started pissing into the urinal. I had the cup and then I started moving around a little bit, like kind of trying to make some noise and make some movement, you know, so he couldn't hear the water bottle moving around and crinkling. Homeboy asked me, why are you moving around? Why are you whistling? Why are you making so much noise? And I just told him, bro, chill out, dude. I can't piss. Like, I'm nervous. Like, you're watching me pee. Like, I'm just trying to get the, you know, body movement going so the pee will come out. You know, just chill out. Let me piss in this cup, dude. So anyway, as I'm whistling and moving around, I was able to tip the water bottle into the little piss cup and I got it filled to where I needed to fill. I set the piss cup on top of the urinal. I finished actually pissing into the urinal. I zipped up my pants and I left the water bottle in my pants. At that time, I was just most concerned about getting the fake pee into the cup on top of the urinal and getting my pants back up. Now, while I was doing that, I lost a very crucial part of this situation, which was the water bottle cap that the piss was in. But obviously, I couldn't look for it. I couldn't look on the floor. I couldn't be touching my pants looking for this bottle cap. So I just left it wherever it was. And as I walked out of this bathroom, I had a water bottle still filled with fake piss somewhere in my thigh region. The only thing that was holding it there to my thigh was my boxer briefs, but it had no cap on it. We got back into the office. She put the lid on the piss thing. She tested it, started talking to me. The drug test came up clean. Hey, congratulations, Kelly. Good job. You passed. You're doing very well. Started talking. And then I kind of like zoned out of what she was saying because all I could feel was this warm sensation that was going all over my butt area, my area, my pants, the seat. I just felt like the temperature increased and I knew at that moment that I was totally What had happened was the bottle that had no cap on it, when I sat down, tipped out and just bled all into my pants, dude. There was probably at least a good couple 4 or 5 ounces of piss left in that bottle, and it was no longer in the bottle, and it soaked my whole pants. It soaked my boxers. It soaked my pants. It even soaked the bottom of my shirt right here. Worst of all, it soaked the seat that I was sitting in inside the probation office. So from that point on, she was talking to me for about another 3-4 minutes and I was just zoned out. I had no idea what she was saying. The only thing that I was thinking was how I was gonna be. Obviously, she was gonna see my soaked pants, my soaked shirt. She was gonna see the seat that was soaked. And worst of all, I thought she was gonna be able to smell the urine that was coming from my person. The conversation went on and it ended. She said I was good. I got up and shook her hand. And like, as I was walking out, I was just like waiting for the words, Kelly, turn around, Kelly, come back. And I just kept walking down the aisle out of the probation office. And somehow I got out of there alive. Now, my next objective was my dad. I had to get in the elevator with my dad, walk with my dad to his car. I had to sit in my dad's car, soaked in piss, getting his seat soaked with piss, smelling like piss. I knew that I was on the way home. I asked my dad if we could roll down both the windows. You know, I wanted some fresh air so I could get the piss smell out of the car. We made it home. I got out of the car, ran upstairs, changed my pants. From that second to the hour before that, somehow my probation officer didn't see the piss, didn't smell the piss, neither did my dad. I was just like, I was in shock, dude. I just sat in my room for like 2 hours, tripping, wondering what was gonna happen and wondering like what was gonna happen. The next day, I got out of school and my dad picked me up and he said my probation officer was on the phone. She was already waiting. I got on the phone. Hello, Mrs. G, how you doing? She asked me a question. Kelly, did you notice that your seat was wet that you sat in yesterday in my office? I said, no, Mrs. G, what are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. She was like, for some reason, right before I left, I noticed that the seat was soaked with some kind of liquid and it had like almost like a urine smell, but maybe it was just water. Did you spill a water bottle while you were here or spill anything on your seat? I told her, Mrs. G, honestly, I have no idea what you're talking about. I didn't even bring a water bottle in with me to your office. And when I sat down, the seat was completely dry. When I got up, the seat was completely dry. My pants weren't wet, which they were. My shirt wasn't wet, which they were. The seat wasn't wet, which it was. I really have no idea what you're talking about. She said, wow, Kelly, that's really weird. And honestly, I tried to clean the seat and get it out, but the stain wouldn't come out and I had to end up throwing away the seat. I was like, wow, Mrs. G, that's a really weird story. I honestly have no idea what you're talking about. My heart is just beating out of my chest, dude. I thought she was gonna tell me I had to come back and retest. I thought she was gonna know that it was me, that it was my piss, that I used fake piss. The next thing she said, all right, Kelly, have a nice day. You're doing really good on probation. Looking forward to seeing you next month. Bing, hung up the phone, gave it to my dad. My dad asked me, hey, what did your probation probation officer want? I told my dad, I don't know. She said the seat was wet, like somebody spilled something on the seat. She was wondering if I knew anything about it, but honestly, I sat down and it wasn't wet. When I left, it wasn't wet. I had no idea what she was talking about. My dad said, all right, that's extremely weird, but good job on probation. You're doing good, yada yada, so on and so forth. And that is how that story ends, dude. So I've had a couple different scares with probation and drug testing, using fake pee or just trying to find my way around using my actual pee, which I do have a couple more stories too. But I thought that was the best one and the most funny one. So I hope you guys enjoyed, man. Bottom line is I used homeboy's piss. It spilled everywhere. I thought I was I thought I was done for, and I actually made it out alive, man. So I've told that story a bunch of times to a bunch of homies, so if you guys have heard it before, I hope you guys enjoyed it again. And for the majority of you guys who have never heard that story, I hope you got a laugh out of it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. And that was the time that I pissed myself and I almost failed my probation drug test and went back to juvenile hall. If you guys like this video in any way, shape, or form, or any of these story time type of videos, please leave some comments down below. Make sure you guys smash the like button for me. That will be a way for me to tell if you guys would like me to do more or not. I have so many stories, some about juvenile hall, some about jail, more about probation, about things that have happened at school, trouble I've almost been in, trouble I've avoided, and I got no problem sharing these stories with you guys if it's something that you guys are interested in and something that you guys would like to watch. I appreciate everybody who made it to the end and listened to me talk for 15 minutes. Much love to all you guys, man, and make sure you guys check me out on the gram at Leroy Destroy. Picture game about to change. Shout out Visible Vibes. Me and her are going crazy with the Sony a7 III. You guys know the deal, man. Much love. I got videos coming all this week. I'm staying on the video grind. As always, anybody who hits me up supports me and encourages me to continue to post videos. Thank you guys very much. Much love to all you guys. All right, we'll see you guys on the next one. Reese's Pieces. Later, skater. Sleepy, I'm out of here. Doses. We will see you guys on the next video. Later.